Ready, Mark, get ready, set, go.
Start.
Kelly's here.
Wow!
Zelly's here.
Perfect!
Gaming.
That's amazing!
Oh. All right.
What?
Welcome back, everyone.
Sorry. You can go.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Triangle Strategy with Kelly and Zelly.
Yo, this is Zelly.
And I'm Kelly.
So, last time what did we do, Kelly?
We recontrolled the mine. We took control back from the Aesfrosti soldiers, and now both Aesfrosti and Hyzante are heading to the Norzellian mines to take control. And
That's
we're
right.
just about to do the scales of conviction to see what we could do next.
That's right. So right now we got some insight as far as Benedict's answer, Frederica's answer, and Roland's answer. And it's a race between Hyzante and Aesfrost to take control of the mines to take control of the continent. And Norzelia too. So to get started here, before we do that, I'll talk to Archibald because I believe we can level up somebody for promote a class. Who do you think we should promote? Everybody's a veteran, it looks like. So we could pretty much... Should we do Anna? Or do you think Ordo? No, Ordo's ready.
Do Anna.
Huh? Okay. I was gonna say like that or like Frederica or Juliet, but I like Anna a lot too, so we'll do her. So we have surprise attack.
I await your orders.
Cool.
Learn the ability surprise attack. Okay, awesome. Wow, yeah, I always love assassins in games like these too. Strategy, tactic games are always really fun to play. Until next time. I might be here, I might not be. Whatever, man. Okay. Alright, so we also have more character stories too, it looks like, to go through. But to get started here, started off though, we'll get started with
Alright, so once again, House Wolford stands before three diverging paths. The time has come to lay their convictions bare before the scales and make their greatest decision yet.
Wow.
Ooh!
Oh. So it's literally telling us to save. Okay, well, I suppose we'll save. I wonder if we can literally game over here, if that's why it's saying that. If we make the wrong choice. Alright. I just saved again. I don't know why I did that. Oh no, it just went through, did it automatically.
It prompted you to save, didn't it?
Right, yeah.
You are certain Hyzante's army marches for the Grand Norzellian mines?
There is no doubt.
They've heard word of the crystals.
It was only a matter of time. We knew this.
Aesfrost's army gathers at Twinsgate as well.
War's breaking out over this thing, and we've got to be ready.
How will Glenbrook respond, King Roland?
There's no need to prepare for war. I have decided that we will surrender the salt crystals to the holy state of Hyzante.
What?
Furthermore, I hereby declare that the kingdom of Glenbrook and its people shall submit to the goddess and her teachings. There is no way to bring happiness to all Norzellia with the salt crystals. Which is why I have chosen a path that will allow the greatest number of people to live in equality and harmony.
How could you? Do you not see that Hyzante's dominion over Norzellia's salt is why we are in conflict already? Is the suffering of the Rizal not proof enough that the goddess's vaunted equality is a lie?
She speaks the truth, my king. Handing over the salt crystals is tantamount to giving Hyzante's goddess free reign of Norzellia. Will you so readily surrender the realm to the Hierophant?
I acknowledge the abdication of my kingdom and kingship alike. A small price to pay in my eyes, in exchange for the security and prosperity of the many.
And the sacrifice of the Rizal, is that a small price to you?
It is.
How could you say such a thing to my face?
I, for one, oppose. I would prefer to ally with Aesfrost, and strike back at Hyzante. The salt deposits within the mines give us the leverage we need to convince Gustadolf to join us.
Ally with Aesfrost? You dare suggest we ally with the man who murdered my father?
I see no reason why we should not. You proposed abdicating the throne for the sake of the kingdom and its people. So you should have no trouble putting aside your own feelings and judging this matter dispassionately.
I cannot believe my own ears. I will not have you lecture me on feelings when it is not your father he murdered.
None of you can see beyond your own grievances. It's no wonder my people have suffered for generations. We're told to believe in the goddess, while our own lives are thrown away to make a few more grains of your precious salt. And now, even with proof that the goddess is a lie, you would watch us dig our own graves for your comfort.
Lady Frederica, please. We shall speak of the Roselle in due time.
No, I've heard that before. Your due time is never, and I will not have you cast us aside for another 3 decades or more. All else is in disarray. If Hyzante seizes the salt crystals, we forfeit the best opportunity in decades to free my people. We know the truth. We must act upon it. We must be a light in the darkness.
We cannot afford to dilute our forces when the enemy marches on us as we speak.
So we are a distraction to you?
I am merely being rational. Liberating the Roselle would be extremely dangerous. We cannot take such a risk. Suppose we succeed. How do you propose we fend off the fury Hyzante will rain down upon us?
Aesfrost would pounce on us, sensing weakness at the undue burden we've taken upon ourselves.
Precisely. We would be without allies and ripe for the taking.
There is another way.
And what, pray tell, would that be?
We set out alongside the Roselle in search of Centralia.
Centralia is a myth.
The legends of my people are true.
I care not one whit if they are. I will hear no talk of forsaking the Wolfort domain.
Silence! I have heard enough to know where each of you stand. Do you all hold the courage of your own convictions?
I do.
Nothing I've heard here has swayed me.
I feel the same.
Very well. But know that a choice must be made. There can only be one way forward. Face the scales of conviction and prepare to make peace with the outcome.
Oh
Oh boy.
my god. Benedict, do you see Benedict get really uptight about that too?
He did.
The vote we take today may well open a rift between us. Nevertheless, it must proceed and I am prepared to accept its outcome.
So let's see. Choices: place your faith in Frederica's vision. Stand with Roland. No, I'm not going with Roland's idea. Assent to Benedict's strategy. So Benedict's strategy was
To ally with Aesfrost and hopefully we can take down Hyzante and then do something afterwards.
I say let's go outside and see if we can talk with the townsfolk.
Yeah, I think there's not enough information really to go ahead and go off of yet. So there's people here too we can actually talk to, it looks like.
To think King Roland, Lady Frederica, and Sir Benedict's convictions would diverge so greatly after all this time. Just between you and me, Lord Serenoa, what do you make of their plans?
I believe that Benedict plans to use Aesfrost's ideals of freedom to ascend to the top of all Norzelia. I think Roland intends to put his personal feelings aside to bring peace and equality to everybody.
No.
Frederica's wish is a human one. She desires to liberate those who have been cruelly oppressed. I don't know. This is kind of going off of what we think again too is whether it's Frederica or Benedict's, because I don't really think Roland's is really that feasible. Yeah.
I mean, Frederica's wish, it's like, I get the fact that she wants to free her people, but it's kind of a big task, isn't it?
Right, and like some of the stuff that they mentioned before too in their journals and their books have been true. But who's to say that Centralia really does exist, and it's another nation that is far away from here, where the have gathered from before.
Like, I kind of want to go with Benedict's idea because, you know, Aesfrosti has, like, the Death Stone. They can break through Hyzante's walls, so maybe we could get 2 birds with 1 stone. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
It all depends if Aesfrosti really would do an alliance with us, which I don't know if they would.
Right. We'll say that for now.
So he would join forces with the Duchy not only to survive, but to prepare for the final stage of his plan. I think it a strategy that no ordinary technician would come up with. I would most certainly not want him as my enemy. Thankfully for us, he is House Wolford's most loyal retainer.
Indeed, he is. Though it does make me wonder if everything he has done is simply for the sake of our house, or something more.
Everyone's choices are deeply rooted in their convictions. It makes me wonder if they'll be able to abide by the Scales' decision.
Oh.
Lord Serenoa, it will fall to you to lead everyone down the right path.
Of course. I wish for all of us to walk astride the same path as we always have. Alright. Mr. Guard? Lord Serenoa, I cannot help but feel that our greatest battle lies ahead, regardless of which path you choose. I know that this may not be the best time to say so, but my wife gave birth to our first child not a few days ago.
Oh. You are a father before a soldier. It is your duty to protect your own house before that of Wolford. No. I will not force you to march with us. I ask only that you act according to your own convictions. We must pull together if we are to emerge victorious. I ask you see us through this final battle.
I feel like the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's humane into us, and there's reasonable, rational behind it too. If we didn't have the manpower and the resources to do so, I would say otherwise. But otherwise, right now, I would have to say that it seems the most humane. Might I have time to think about it, my lord? But of course, the path before me diverges as well, and I must also take time to think before making a decision. Let us both choose a path that leaves us with no regrets. Thank you, my lord, Serenoa. It is an honor to call you my lord.
Can we go outside now? Or are we stuck in here?
I guess well, we can't go through here. We can just talk to him.
Are we really just stuck in here?
I guess so. So I guess we really have to kind of... Okay, so we're not going to go with Roland's plan, right?
No, I
Right.
think that's just dumb.
And if we try talking to him... We must give Hyzante the assault crystals! Cow Aesfrost, and unite all Norzelia in the name of the goddess, else we will never know peace. The Rizal will continue to suffer, 'tis true, but this will end war as we know it, and countless more will live in peace as equals.
I have made my decision.
I will see this done not just for the people of Glenbrook, but for all Norzelia. Roland, you are the king. Surely cooperation with Hyzante need not mean the forfeit of the kingdom.
I think not.
That is where you are wrong, my friend. My time on the throne has shown me that the people need a force more powerful than any king to show them the way. There are many paths that lead us out of war, Roland. Cooperating with Aesfrost, for instance. In the war by allying with the very Archduke who set this in motion? No. Cooperating with that tyrant ends nothing. His avarice has brought only pain and suffering to this land.
Moreover,
If anyone understood the torturous path I've taken to arrive at this decision, I thought it would be you, Serenoa.
Roland's resolve is steadfast.
You have no power here. Okay. So I'm sure once they're going to say the same thing for Frederica and Benedict.
I'm sure they will. They're sticking to what they know.
Alright. So, which path do we want to take? Do we want to take Frederica's or Benedict's? I'm thinking I almost want to take Frederica's.
Yeah, you want to try
Just to
go
give
for
it a
Frederica's?
chance, because... I don't know, like... He's also saying, too, like, Benedict might be having something also, too, for, like, his thing. But we also brought Benedict up because we answered it with Benedict's answer. For Aesfrost. And she's our wife, supposedly, right? So, don't you think we should have some faith in her? Or do you think we should be more with Benedict because he has a hard more in facts and like we'll actually be able to see it through?
Benedict has always been logical in his choices.
Mm-hmm.
Frederica has always done things if it's like better for the people.
Right. It's hard to, yeah, I don't know. So we're gonna have to decide here shortly here. So I'll just start talking to a person and we'll just see from there. So we'll go to Eridor. So Eridor probably wants to decide with Bennett because he's known him the longest.
Aye, lad.
Our sweating bullets fed this land, built it into a proper domain. I see no reason why we shouldn't surrender to all to Hyzante. And Lady Frederica, while I sympathize, ask will we risk everything for the sake of the Roselle?
Here's what I think.
Benedict's got the right of it, I reckon. But even that doesn't quite quiet the nagging feeling I got every time I think about our options.
So, let's see. It's gonna take an effort to sway him to Frederica's vision.
Yeah, but he can be swayed.
He can be swayed.
Or I agree
Either
with Benedict's strategy.
Roland's or Benedict's.
Yeah. What do you think?
I feel... Now, don't be pushing buttons too soon.
I won't.
Aesfrosti is kind of like... You can tell he's had his own plan and his own ideas, but do we really know what Gustav Zolf is after in the end? Does he just want to rule over the entire kingdom?
I think he does, yeah. I think he's wanting to rule over all Norzelia, just like Hyzante is. I don't think they want to just have their own piece, a section of it. They're both greedy parts to it. So that's why I'm kind of getting swayed to more Frederica's vision of Centralia. But are they going to be moving to Centralia or like fighting Centralia with the other Roselle? You know?
Because Frederica's like, I'm gonna find this Centralia place. I'm just like, it sound like it was like in the middle of the ocean, in the middle of nowhere. I'm just like...
Right, and then they would just pretty much forsake like the domain then.
I'm not... This is a hard decision to make.
I know.
Oh.
But I think with like if we do Frederica's, so Hyzante will then take over and like will beat up Aesfrost, it sounds like. But if we side with Aesfrost, we should be able to beat Hyzante then.
Yeah.
Not only is to say that they took over Glenbrook first as Aesfrost, but yeah.
It's too much pressure, you decide.
Me?
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, what are your thoughts?
I think the practical one to do, like the most reasonable one, is Benedict's, but I think Frederica's is kind of far-fetched.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Like, Frederica's is a nice idea, but I think it's too out there for me. Like, Benedict's has always... It sounds more logical with Benedict. Like, I'm sure he has a plan, because he's like a master tactician, you know?
Right. And if we free the Roselle then at the source, that should bring upon freedom.
Yeah.
We'll do Benedict's strategy.
Okay.
You think Bennett will get through this too, eh? How do you reckon?
Our duty has always been to the Wolford domain and its people. We must stop at nothing to protect them both. We control the Sarp crystals as such. There is precious little to be gained by allying with Hyzante. I have seen how Hyzante treats the Roselle. There is no reason to expect they will treat us as equals.
I don't think the second one. I think either first or third, in my opinion. No reason to expect that it treats us as equals. I think the first one.
I was gonna say first one too, because Eridor is always just like for his people.
Yeah. Aye, we've no way of knowing if the domain be spared if we submit to Hyzante. And trying to free the Roselle is a sure way to get ourselves killed. Let's side with Aesfrost and take the Holy State off the map then, alright? Indeed, we must learn to look past Aesfrost's transgressions if we are to protect what matters most. I expected nothing less from the Lord of the House. Excellent reason, truly.
Eridor is deep in thought.
Alright, Anna.
Serenoa.
Benedict and King Roland would march us to war. Frederica would see Hyzante hunt us for all eternity. Perhaps her vision is not so different. So it's come to this, ally with a one-time opponent or flee with the Rosellan.
Would we even be able to flee with the Roselle?
However,
Bold proposals all. Our tactics must be flawless. Let's see. Okay.
So it looks like Frederica's is like the hardest one to get through to.
It seems to.
You know what? Why don't we try convincing 2 for each side and see if we can persuade them? Let's try that. I'm just gonna do that.
Okay.
So we're gonna do Frederica's vision for Anna.
So you assent at Frederica's vision for the future? War is coming. A war for all Norzelia. And you would forfeit your role in it?
Yeah. There's no better time to free the Roselle than now, while Aesfrost and Hyzante squabble over the salt crystals. This is how we end the war. Hyzante will crumble once we free the Roselle. If the Death Knell and Alfric are released on the battlefield, the casualties will eclipse any war that's come before.
That's an interesting idea, to release the Roselle while those two are fighting.
Yeah, so which ones do you think would be most to sway Anna?
I want to say the first one, because she's like an assassin and trying to be sneaky, so she would probably try to think of a better tactic, don't you think?
I think of that, but I also think of like kind of like Benedict's like tactician. So like if it was unleashed on the battlefield, the casualties will eclipse any war that's come before. But they're already going to be, regardless of what we do. I think. Yeah. We'll do the first one.
even so,
They squabble over Norzelia's future. They who control the salt control the continent. And here you stand saying you throw away the same power just to free the Roselle?
In short, yes. No matter which name it claims the salt crystals, their people have a future. But the Roselle have no future, save the one house Wolford can give them.
then,
So you assent not sympathy... No. So you assent not simply to appease Frederica.
Nay. I know now the Roselle to be innocent, and I shall go to their aid because it is the righteous thing to do. She and I share a common morality, one that led to us, this judgment.
Then I have no further questions. It remains a dangerous and ill-conceived plot in my eyes. Nevertheless, I am proud to serve a lord so sincerely devoted to his cause. Indifferent to your
so
plea.
nope, she is not going to change.
Nope.
I don't know what she's going to choose. She might just choose Roland's after all. I'm guessing she's going to choose Benedict's though. I'm guessing.
That'd be my guess.
So,
However-
Huette?
Here we stand after a bitter fight to reclaim the crown city, only for the king to speak of forsaking it. As his subject, it is my duty to follow his decree, and yet, my lord, the choice before us feels immense. I am utterly adrift.
I'm sorry.
Pray tell me how you see the proposals from King Roland and the others. I need your guidance.
Oh, she would listen to all 3 of these.
Oh, that's interesting.
Alright, so we're going to try Frederica's vision with her again to see
Okay.
if it'll change.
You've taken Frederica's side in all this? What fascination do the Roselle hold for you, my lord?
Frederica has shown me a future in which no one is beholden to salt or indeed to any nation. There is no better time to free the Roselle than now, while Aesfrost and Hyzante squabble over the salt crystals. I think the second one.
Yeah.
I wonder about that.
Would you answer the question I asked, my lord? I say again, what fascination do the Roselle hold for you? And what makes it worth the lives of your people and the sanctity of your domain?
We know that the Roselle are but exploited innocents. I cannot turn a blind eye to their suffering. They deserve justice, Huette.
But
Yes, Hyzante sits suspended atop a web of lies, but setting them right will ruin the people of the Wolford domain. And a true lord does not forsake his people. Wow, that didn't
Okay,
work.
so I guess that's...
Serenoa.
Oh, okay. We already know what you're gonna say. So she's indifferent. So I wonder what she's gonna choose. Okay, Gila's the last one.
What do you need?
Each path before us demands a great sacrifice in exchange for a great reward. I am sure King Roland, Benedict, and Frederica have agonized over their proposals.
well,
So now, must we agonize over our own decisions? Gonna go with Benedict's?
Ugh.
The other two seemed indifferent when we tried Frederica's.
It may take effort, but they can be swayed. Every time we've chosen one that's wrong for Frederica. We have one that's swayed for Benedict's. I want to see if we can get Frederica's one time.
Really?
Yeah, do you want to try?
Well,
Or do you want to do Benedict's?
You already did 2 for Frederica. You didn't do another one for Benedict. You said you were going to do 2 and 2.
Fine. They're not going to change. The point is right now we have 1 for Benedict and 2 that are indifferent. I don't know what they're going to choose or vote for. So Huette's probably going to vote for Roland, and honestly, I'm probably going to vote for Benedict. So we have 3, 2, and 1 right now. So I don't think that either way, it's going to be Benedict's decision, I think.
Pray tell me what drives you to embrace Benedict's strategy.
This land shall belong to House Wolf for so long as I draw breath. Any concession to Hyzante is not to result in the theft of our kingdom in the name of their pervasive sense of equality.
Huh.
This land shall draw breath. So Hyzante is like as not to result in the theft of our kingdom. I'll do that one.
Perhaps the contribution of our domain and the crystals coupled with the fall of Aesfrosti should win us unfathomable esteem in their eyes.
Well, what if...
Though the saintly assembly controlled assault, and thought nothing of oppressing their resolve to maintain their hold on power. So yes, I see little reason why they would look kindly upon our recent converts. Oh my god, there's so many words. Converts such as ourselves making such an entrance.
Okay. And all the while, we would know the truth, that the goddess's teachings are a lie.
I don't know.
Precisely, we would meet a swift end indeed, where they find out that we know. Yes, there are plenty of reasons to strike them down now. What outcome do you foresee?
Provided we have the salt crystals and the death knell in hand, victory shall be ours. That the people of Glenbrook will be treated no better than the Rizal under Hyzante's rule. I would think this one. The second one. But we also want to provide them to also go over to the Aesfrost side. So what do you think? First or second?
Well...
I think we want to do this one.
Yeah, because we're trying to side with Aesfrosti.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Brief bursts of conflict are my god.
Inevitable.
Yes. So long as Hyzante maintains its grip on the salt supplies. And so long as the goddess's shield stands, the holy state will win any my god, why are there so many words?
Protracted.
Yes. War by altrution, as they have always done. My god.
Just as you say, the salt crystals and the death knell give us an advantage, which we can compound if we cut off their iron supply.
Possibly.
Benedict proves himself a master strategist yet again. I can find few flaws in it.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to get Benedict's version. I think to see the true ending, probably want to get Frederica's, but it seems really hard and difficult to do. So we probably won't get that.
I think
That's okay. I'll just get past this
Moreover.
part and we can do the scales. Alright. Alright, yeah, so that was quick. We couldn't go outside or anything. We had 2 people near the doors and that was it.
It is time to cast our votes. The opinions before us are many. Roland's, Frederica's, Benedict's. Which to choose? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
I agree wholeheartedly.
I have made up my mind. I stand with you, Lord Serenoa.
My apologies.
And I have decided to stand my ground.
It's fine.
I cannot be swayed.
This is the path I choose, Lord Serenoa.
So I'm really curious as to how Huette will do this. Just because she doesn't agree with Roland's, but like doesn't understand what to do.
I'm with you.
My mind's all made up. You got my vote, lad.
I think we got Benedict's, yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Unless something drastic
Maybe
happened.
Frederica's?
Scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Yep. Benedict's.
Okay, so he was still with Roland.
She's still
Why?
with Roland.
The way forward is decided.
She's a faithful
We will
servant
follow
of the king.
Benedict's plan and join forces with Aesfrost to lay Hyzante low.
I'm curious how the negations of being alliances with Aesfrosti will go.
If Greece could passions move. Completed. Okay.
Make another save file just in case.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's a good point, because if we could do another ending, that'd be nice too, actually.
Yeah.
Or another roll.
A tumultuous meeting exposes a yawning chasm between Roland, Frederica, and Benedict's visions for the future. Yet only one will emerge victorious, for such is the custom of House Wolford. As ever, the scales of conviction have the final word. The time has come for judgments to be rendered and leaders to steel themselves for the outcome.
Chapter 17, Part 2. Of Lords and Leagues. Lydians.
We've chosen our path. We shall ally with Aesfrost and strike at the heart of the holy state of Hyzante.
So you would kiss Gustadolf's feet and bribe him with salt? I cannot abide this idiocy. You will defeat Hyzante only to be conquered by Aesfrost.
We are well aware of Gustadolf's cunning. He shan't take advantage of us.
You would ally with them only to stab them in the back later?
If need be.
Have you no shame?
Says the king who would deliver his own people to Hyzante.
Oh.
Yes, for that is how we secure peace for the many at the expense of the few.
You know that is not true. Hyzante will conquer all Norzelia if we give them the salt crystals. All will be forced to worship at the feet of the goddess and follow her orders. Just as the Roselle have at the source.
I see House Wolford is determined to walk their path astride Aesfrost. But as King of Glenbrook, I will not allow it. Lord Wolford, I command you to march on the duchy and strike down Gustadolf.
What?
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
You remain my vassal. I dare you to defy me.
Let me show you my shiny ring.
Your Majesty.
Oh.
You are bound by nothing, Lord Serenoa. You are no one's vassal.
What are you talking about?
Oh.
We're gonna show him, aren't we?
Now is not the time, Benedict.
Lord Serenoa is not the son of Lord Simone. His true parentage is none other than His Majesty King Regna.
You cannot be serious.
Oh my gosh.
King Regna fell in love with Lady Destra, a commoner living in the Crown City. When it came to light that she was with child, King Regna bowed to pressure from the royalists and had Lord Simone take her in. She bore a son, who you know today as Serenoa, heir to House Wolford.
If this is true, and you are my elder brother, then you are not bound by my command.
Hold! Roland is the one with the royal ring, is he not? Even if this story is true, is it not Roland who holds claim to the throne?
Roland was not the only one entrusted with a royal ring.
So you possess one as well, Serenoa.
I literally found out like 5 days ago.
Yeah.
I do.
It is genuine. There is no mistaking it. What Benedict says must be true. I've always admired you, Serenoa. I knew from the moment we met that you were worthy of respect. I always felt you to be my better, even as a leader. Yet I still felt a closeness with you I could never place. Now, at last, I have.
Roland,
All the more reason why I cannot concede to you now. Least of all to you, dear brother. Serenoa Wolfort, I challenge you to a duel.
We're gonna duke it out.
To the victor goes the crown.
pray let us think about this.
On your guard, Serenoa. I do not say this in jest.
I figured something like this might happen.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Wow.
Cease this quarreling at once. Stop them, Benedict.
I cannot. They must settle this here and now if we are to move forward.
Listen to Benedict. This is not your fight. Do you have the courage of your convictions, brother?
Roland, stop this madness. I have no desire to sit upon the throne. I only wish to aid you in protecting our kingdom, the only home we've ever known.
I have no doubt. You've been a peerless friend. I would trust you with my life. But the truth has been revealed and our paths diverge. You said it yourself. There can only be one way forward.
That has naught to do with our lineage. Our bloodlines need not be shackles.
Shackles? Ha! I have fought tooth and nail to protect what you now decry.
I know you have suffered, brother.
How can you? You who had your father's love, the unwavering trust of your subjects. Proved yourself time and again so effortlessly. I ask you to prove yourself once more.
Roland, please.
I have toiled in your shadow while you led House Wolfort to glory. I have revered you and envied you in equal measure. I long to be like you, and I long to claim victory over you. Just once.
I am not worthy of such adulation. Nor am I alone the reason we've come this far. We are all in this together.
I knew you would seek to erase yourself from our history if you knew how I felt. Don't you dare shrink from me! Stand and fight so I can best you!
I have no will to fight you, brother. I want none of this.
But life does not always turn out how we want. Of this, you and I are now keenly aware. You asked me to put aside my feelings when you talked of joining with Aesfrost. Now I ask you to do the same. Prove to me that you have what it takes to deal with Aesfrost and crush Hyzante. That you can cut out a part of yourself to do what you think must be done. Show me you can create this bold new future you speak of.
Very well. The scales of conviction have spoken, and House Wolfwort shall heed their word. If you would stand in our way and seek to prevent us from walking the path we have chosen, then so help me, as Lord of House Wolfwort, I shall cut you down where you stand.
Yes. Let us see who is the better between us.
On your guard.
Ah! Ah!
Super Saiyan.
Seems it was me, dear brother.
In the end, I cannot escape your shadow. Kill me. It is only fitting that it is you who strikes the final blow.
What will become of Glenbrook?
That is up to you. I leave the kingdom in your hands. You have the ring, the royal blood. And it was House Wolfwort that reclaimed the kingdom. The people and the nobles will assent to your rule. So long as I am gone.
This is no time to waver, Lord Serenoa. King Roland initiated the duel. The terms are his to dictate. Letting him live will only prolong our troubles.
You think I do not know that? You ask the impossible. My friend, my brother, is not meant to die by my hand.
You are cruel in your kindness, Serenoa. I have neither the constitution nor the fortitude to be king. I cannot lead as you can, as our father did. I saw the terrifying limits of my abilities, and sought the sweet release of surrendering to a higher power. Would you have such a coward live?
I've watched you confront these parts of yourself for as long as I can remember. I've watched you strive to better yourself, to better everyone. You had my undying loyalty and trust. Oh, how I admired you, my friend. How I longed to follow in your footsteps.
And follow you did. But now you must overtake me.
I shall. Just promise me one thing. Promise me that you will watch over me. Every breath, every step, every word from my lips. And the moment you see me stray, you will set me back on the right path.
This I shall do, seeing as you bested me in combat. Farewell, Serenoa. May we never meet again as brother or friend.
Not the parting I would have preferred, but as Roland himself noted, life does not always turn out as we want.
Not another word, Benedict. I do not trust myself to show restraint.
My love.
At least we have settled on a path forward. There is work to do.
Oh, jeez, that was rough.
I thought Roland was literally gonna die.
My gosh.
King Roland!
Leave me, Huette.
I cannot do that. Or have you forgotten that you are my one and only sworn liege?
Then take this as an order from that liege. Serve Serenoa, as you once served me. I am the only one who need walk this path.
Your Majesty.
Dry your tears, Huette. It is unbecoming for a proud member of the King's Guard.
How can you say that? I never expected our parting to be like this.
I am sorry. But there is something I would tell only you by way of apology. My disagreement with Serenoa and hatred of Aesfrost were no lies. I will walk this path, carrying these feelings with me, perhaps forever. But my unwillingness to ally with Aesfrost runs deeper than a personal grudge.
Is it because you cannot trust Gustadov?
It is his idea of freedom I cannot trust. In a world of unbridled ambitions, people will stop at nothing to claim power. The strong will prosper, while the weak will struggle to survive.
So if we join forces with Aesfrost, then someday Glenbrook will.
Yes. His ideals of freedom will inevitably create a clear division between the strong and the weak. It will become a place where even children are no stranger to suffering and sacrifice. Just like those two in the Crown City. I cannot abide by that.
I do not think Lord Serenoa wishes for a world like that.
Nor do I. But Benedict will stop at nothing to defeat Hyzante. Who knows what will happen once he joins forces with Gustadolf?
I understand. You wish for me to stay and watch over House Wolfort.
Yes. You must take care of Serenoa in my place. And Cordelia as well.
You have my word. You needn't worry about a thing, Your Majesty.
You were a loyal and true knight, Huette. And for that, you have my eternal thanks.
Roland.
Cordelia. I'm sorry,
You needn't apologize. I understand how you feel. I am your sister after all.
Thank you, Cordelia. Take care.
Rolling up the party, okay. Well, that's cool. I leveled him up, all that stuff for nothing, I guess. No, maybe we'll see him again. Oh, wow. That was an emotional ride. Serenoa bids farewell to a friend and makes for his mother's grave to reflect upon the recent decision. Oh my goodness.
I wish I had never learned of my true lineage. I was happy being Serenoa Wolfort, son of Lord Simone and Lady Destra.
No matter whose blood runs through your veins, you are still yourself.
Thank you, Frederica. But now Roland is gone. Someone's coming.
It looks like Benedict.
I am in no mood to speak with him. Let us conceal ourselves.
Lord Simon, Lady Destra, today I revealed the truth of Lord Serenoa's birth and drove Prince Roland from the city. Lord Serenoa will be crowned the king of all Glenbrook, but this is merely the first step of many. We will use the salt crystals to ally ourselves with Aesfrost and defeat Hyzante. I will see to it that Lord Serenoa becomes the undisputed ruler of all Norzelia. He has the strength and character worthy of sitting atop this realm, and I shall carve that path to the summit for him. He did not wish for the position, nor this power. But no matter how much he resents me, I will ensure his success. He shares your blood, Lady Destra, and as such, I refuse to see him at the mercy of others again.
Why would you go so far?
Lord Simon, you were a lord worthy of my life's devotion. You were an equal to King Regna in every way. You could have sat upon the throne, and yet... You resigned yourself to life as a vassal, and took in Lady Destra at your liege's request. You two treated Lady Destra and Lord Serenoa as if they were no more than pawns to be traded about. Back then, I could not forgive you, or King Regna. Lady Destra, even now, I find it hard to forgive myself for being unable to save you. Which is why I will make Lord Serenoa a greater ruler than his father or King Regna could ever be. This is my revenge against myself for being so powerless then. I will not repent. I will devote my life to atoning for my incompetence.
Benedict cared very deeply for Lady Destra.
No amount of regret will change the past. We have no way to go but forward.
Do you think... Oh.
My lord, how did the nobles take the news?
They were surprised to hear of Roland's disappearance, as well as of my lineage and intention to ascend the throne. But there was not nearly as much contempt or disorder as I had anticipated.
I also explained that it was King Roland's own decision to abdicate, once he learned the truth.
I think it may have been the royal signet that kept them so composed. They took it as proof that King Regna deemed Serenoa a worthy successor.
Even if they had objections in their heart, they could not act upon them. There is not a soul in Glenbrook who can deny the might and exploits of House Wolford. Princess Cordelia would have been their sole chance to challenge his ascension, but she is already within our hands.
Be that as it may, the people must see it as such. I will not be able to get their support should they think I usurped the throne.
Precisely.
In any case, it's hard to believe our young lord's truly the king of Glenbrook.
I never coveted this throne. But we have chosen to ally ourselves with Aesfrost and have driven Roland away. I shan't run from my responsibilities any longer. I will take up the mantle of king to serve both Glenbrook and House Wolford.
A fine resolve, Your Majesty. We stand with you now, as we always have.
Thank you. Benedict, prepare for my ascension and our negotiations with Aesfrost.
Yes, Your Majesty. I will also continue working on our plans for Hyzante.
We cannot afford to lose this battle. Do what you must.
As you command.
Let's start talking from Serenoa as king. Ooh, that leadership is really coming through now.
Several days later, Serenoa announces that he is the son of the late King Regna, and that Roland, having learned the truth, has abdicated the throne. All suspect that there is more behind the announcement, but House Wolffort has the support of many in the capital city, and so they accept his words. Thus, Serenoa Wolffort takes the throne as the new King of Glenbrook. The joining of House Wolffort and the Kingdom of Glenbrook is yet another twist in the ever-turning narrative of Norzelia. One which Hyzante and Aesfrost look on with ever-wary eyes.
Alright, I say let's end it there, Zelly.
Sounds good to me. Well, we've covered a lot today. Serenoa became King of Glenbrook. Yo! Oh my god, and he used her. Well, he didn't really use her up, but then Roland's gone, so that's unfortunate. But going forward, we'll be able to take Hyzante with Aesfrost. Thanks for following us, guys. My name's Zelly.
And my name's Kelly.
And we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye!
Subscribers, my stocking's filled with acid. Am I dreaming? What just happened?